A 76-run defeat for India can become a death knell for them. I know that India were technically the home team in this game. They were using the home dressing room. But if you ask me, South Africa played like a home team. Sometimes cricket can humble you, and today was the
Hmm.
example.
Hmm.
Uh, the conditions had the better of the Indian team. I know that some of the short selections were very questionable from the Indian team. It was not needed.
I want to start today's program with two very significant things. When Sandipan Banerjee is joining with me from Ahmedabad, Sandipan on yesterday's show started the show like this way that it is from Barbados to Ahmedabad. Today, David Miller showed that where he finished the innings in Barbados, maybe he started the innings from there only today, and he finished the game today for South Africa. And a week back, Shandipan told us after Pakistan match that a 61 run defeat in T20 match is like a innings defeat in T20. Shandipan, what do you say on today?
A 76-run defeat for India uh, can become a death knell for them. It is because there can be a situation, there could be a situation in which if India, even if India beats Zimbabwe and West Indies, they can even go out of the tournament without qualifying for the semis because of the net
Exactly.
run rate. Because net run rate will play a crucial role in this Super 8 stage in both the groups, I think. And both the teams, India and Sri Lanka, today they have lost by heavy margins. India's net run rate is pathetic now, 3.8, almost 4, minus 4. So I think I would like to say that yes, we lost the game, but I think towards the end of the game we should have used our head and maybe made the game a little bit closer, like margin of defeat. They could have reduced the margin of defeat.
Hmm.
So some of the short selections were very questionable, I feel. Uh, but again, yeah, we'll go into that in details when we'll talk about we'll come into this stage. But yeah, it is very pathetic. It is very pathetic performance. I think we have been outplayed by South Africa in all three departments. I think today we had the entire match for around 38 point something overs. Among those overs, only for the first 4 over which India bowled, India were in the game. Since then,
Yes,
it was all
exactly.
South Africa.
Absolutely. So, what do you think? India started the match, and in fact, what you told just now that in the first in the power play, India was in very good position at the time of South Africa's innings. Where India actually lost the momentum, and where India lost the match. What do you think?
First of all, credit to South Africa. The way they use the conditions over here.
Hmm.
I know that India were technically the home team in this game. They were using the home dressing room. But if you ask me, South Africa played like a home team. They knew exactly how the pitch will behave. That's why they opted to bat first. After winning the toss, they played here. They played 3 matches here. They showed that experience. Their bowlers used the conditions to their advantage. The number of slow balls, the number of cutters their fast bowlers bowl, they hardly gave India any pace. Also, in the while batting, the areas the likes of Bravis and Miller
Hmm.
targeted, especially when they were taking on the spinners. It shows
Yes,
that uh, they knew that they read the condition pretty well, even better than India. I think I would like to give credit to South African team management for the homework they did coming into this game.
exactly. And if you notice in this tournament, India have played for 5 matches so far, and out of these 5 matches, in 4 matches, either of the opener from India scored zero.
Very that's the talking point, of course. That and everyone knew. Everyone knew. We also discussed that We knew that Makram would bowl the first over. The players knew.
Yes,
That's why they changed the strike also. I think Ishan took the strike today. But again,
exactly.
I think we are getting too impatient too early. Take a few balls.
Yes,
There is no harm.
yes,
Even if there is 1 or 2 runs in the first over, there is no harm. You can still
exactly.
get 60 in the power play. So
Yes,
use your brain, use your head, use your brain. Maybe Ishan taking the strike was the right call, but the shots that he played to get out was not the right shot. I thought that if because Ishan played those sweeps and reverse sweeps very well, uh, he could have better served if he would have played those cross batter shots rather than going for that extravagant upper drive.
exactly, exactly. And we have seen that in South African innings as well. They were 20 for 3 after 4 overs or like that. After from there, they accelerate the innings and reach to the 187. So why you need to charge from the first ball or the first over? I don't know.
Absolutely, absolutely. You need to respect the conditions. I think
Absolutely.
sometimes cricket can humble you, and today was the
Mm,
example. Uh,
mm,
the conditions had the better of the Indian team. I feel. I mean, obviously, credit to South Africa the way they used those conditions, but South African team after losing those 3 wickets early up front.
mm.
Uh, Look at the way Bravis and Miller,
Yes,
the way they plan their counter attack. They did not
mm,
throw their bat around, everywhere. They targeted the bowlers.
exactly.
They targeted which areas to hit, and they executed those brilliantly. So yeah, I mean, I'm
Absolutely.
ready to South Africa. Also, India did quite a few strategic mistakes, I believe.
Like,
That like not playing Akshar Patel was a strategic mistake. I feel, I feel that I know that they played Washington Sundar for matchups because they felt that there are two left-handers in the South Africa lineup, like Quinton de Kock and Ryle Rickelton. So that's why
mm,
they played an off spinner. But they did not bowl him in the power play. And both Quinton and both de Kock and Rickelton got out early, and Washington was not needed in the power play. So, and I think Akshar is a very good bowler against left-handers as well. I don't know what was the reason of dropping him
absolutely,
apart from that
absolutely.
matchup.
It was my next question. But you tell me one thing. What do you believe? Matchup is more important, or going with your better player is more important?
If matchups was your priority, then Tilak was
Mm.
struggling against spin.
Hmm?
Then
Yes,
why you kept Tilak at number 3? You should have sent someone
yes,
like Dubey, promoted Dubey at the up the order, who is a very good hitter against spinners, to break the
mm,
momentum. So
exactly.
I don't know. I think you need to be flexible as a team, and sometimes this flexibility so far in this tournament is missing from the Indian team.
Absolutely. What you were telling yesterday. And one more important thing you told yesterday that everybody is talking about the spin attacks of South Africa, but Marco Junction will be a threat for Team India. That's what you told, and eventually what happened today. And also, not only Marco Johnson, Ravada, Lungi, and Giri. And I think India have seen the Lungi dance before reaching Chennai.
Yes, of course, India. I know both. I think every South African bowler, even Keshav Maharaj also, he
Yes.
used the condition quite well. So against it is not easy for a left arm spinner, traditional left arm spinner,
Mm.
to bowl against 6 left-handed batters. But he did excellent job, I feel. Some of the short selection were pretty tricky. I know that some of the short selection were very questionable from the Indian team. It was not needed. They could have closed, make could have closed the margin of the defeat. They could have
Defeat.
reduced the margin of the defeat. Yeah, I mean, what can I say? We had a
And
very, very, very poor day at the office.
yes, absolutely. And what you will say about Abhishek Sharma's batting today?
I think Abhishek Sharma looked relieved while when he got that his first boundary. But again, he is looking far from his best. I would say that
Yes.
uh, In Chennai, he needs to play out of his skin because Sikandar Raza again will bowl the first over.
Exactly, exactly. And now the tournament, the rest tournament is almost a knockout for Team India. What do you
Yeah,
think that India can take?
the tournament has now become knockout for Team India. They need to win all their matches. They need to win handsomely, and they need to hope. They should hope that South Africa should beat West Indies over here, and then the
Exactly,
Kolkata game between India and West Indies will be a virtual quarter final.
exactly, exactly. And what do you think if India can reach to the semi-final?
Yeah, there's I still hope that there are chances. India can
Hmm,
beat Zimbabwe. India can beat West Indies. But NRR will be a big factor. So margin of
absolutely.
wins will be very important. So this 76 run defeat,
Yes.
more than the defeat, this margin of defeat is is disturbing me.
Absolutely, absolutely. And what is Team India's thinking about after this big loss? What you are knowing from the press conference?
Press conference, I think there are a few contradictory statements from the Indian camp, but that's okay. I mean, we can read a lot. I don't want to read a lot into that. I mean, I asked David Miller that when did you plan that Makram would bowl the first over? They said, and he was smiling and saying that we watched a few games earlier. So basically, we all knew that Makram would bowl the first over. Even Indian team, they say Ryan Tindescate, he said that we had a very off day, and we need to. And even India's batting coach Sitanshu Kotak, he was here for the mixed zone. There also, he said that we need to rethink our strategies. If you ask me whether they will play Sanju in at Chepauk or not, I think there are chances now that Sanju might come in at Chepauk in place of Tilak Verma. Chepauk, you know that Sanju is now a CSK boy, so at his home ground he may return to the Indian playing 11.
Okay, okay, okay. Obviously, now Indian fans will have obviously will see the Chipok and they will expect a big win against Zimbabwe. Thank you, Shandipan, for joining with me. We'll catch you soon again on some other program.
Thank you.